direction that Christmas is going in. Because we got people making videos of, quote, tips and tricks they wish they knew last year, and then they just cut open a neutral toned balloon and squeeze a brightly colored ornament into the skin of the balloon so that it matches her sad beige aesthetic. And I don't know whether to feel glad that you had no idea about this hack last year, or devastated that you know about it this year. Because now, it just looks like this year, you've decorated your tree with clusters of eggs straight from the carton of your fridge, babe. I don't feel the Christmas spirit looking at this tree at all. And what really kills me inside is just imagining what this tree could have looked like had she just left those balloons off of those ornaments. It had potential to look magical. And I find it hilarious how in the caption she says that this is a money-saving hack. In what world are you going to be saving money by purchasing an entirely brand new bag of luxe balloons and immediately cutting them open upon buying them? That is the complete opposite of saving money. Saving money would be reusing the ornaments that you have and not buying anything brand new for them. You are. And then, of course, we have Christmas-themed Stanley packing videos where people are buying what is essentially a sweater for their cup, putting a brand new packet of sanitizer in one of the sleeves, packing a brand new Summer Fridays lip gloss along with an extremely tiny notepad and a gingerbread man pencil, a sample-sized Gucci perfume, the only thing she actually needs, which is AirPods, being put into a case for her case. Christmas-themed moisturizer, more lip gloss, even though she already packed one, packed with another brand new keychain, and then yet another keychain for Christmas-themed hand sanitizer, even though we already packed Christmas-themed Touchland sanitizer, and a bunch of random single-use wipes with a pack of miniature Tic Tacs, all just to take her dog for a walk around town. Ma'am, why do you have a miniature trolley pushing an entirely brand new cart of products to put on your cup? Why does all of this need to be taken with you on a 45-minute walk with your dog? I do 10-kilometer walks, and I don't take any of this. You're both just getting fresh air and some exercise. You're not staying the night at a friend's house. And why is this stuff brand new? Could your used lip gloss not be included because it's not aesthetic enough? This right here? This is an Apple Watch, and this is a pair of sunglasses. These are the only things that I take with me when I go for a walk because they're the only things that you need. I take my sunglasses because I don't want to be squinting the entire time due to the glare from the sun, and my Apple Watch to track the distance and the calories of my walk. I don't need to touch my makeup or refresh my perfume along the way.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
Babe, how are you gonna talk about ugly wrapping paper when your presents dead ass look like they've been wrapped with 23-year-old bed sheets? Even though this is your house and this is your Christmas tree, I would actually say that your aesthetic is ruining the aunt's wonderful choice of wrapping paper.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
And maybe, instead of worrying about how aesthetic the gifts under your tree look, you welcome the variety of different colors and different patterns and invite those different aesthetics into your house. Not isolate them in their own corner. And then there's this woman who says, do not buy people ornaments with pictures of their family members on them. And then she shakes her head in frustration and she says, it just makes it awkward for those 5 seconds before I throw it away. There are some real ass Grinches walking among us. I don't want my family's picture on an ornament because 1, that nonsense isn't going on my tree, darling. 2, I can't re-gift it. And 3, throwing pictures of my family in the garbage makes me feel bad for like a hot second. So just don't. How is a family picture on the tree in your family's house nonsense? That's your literal family. Oh, sorry. God forbid that your literal flesh and blood gets in the way of your sad beige aesthetic. How dare they? Secondly, can you imagine getting mad at receiving a present from a loved one purely because of the fact that you can't re-gift it? Like, how are you gonna throw a hissy fit because you can't shove a thoughtful gift into the hands of another random person? That is childish, extremely entitled behavior. And lastly, if throwing pictures of your family away makes you feel bad for a hot second, then don't throw the picture away. Keep it in your ornaments box for storage. Yeah, you may never use it, but at least you have something like that. That is crazy to be throwing somebody's hard-earned money directly in the garbage without a second thought like that. This Christmas, guys, just get the sad beige mums, the very first useless item from Target that you see as soon as you walk in the store, because they don't want something that's thoughtful. They just want something from you that's expensive.
Since we don't eat sugar and we're basically carnivores, instead of a gingerbread house, we make a meat house every year. It's something we look forward to every Christmas. Start with cardboard and make a house on a slab. Heat 2 packages of cream cheese and use a knife to spread it all over the house and all over the base. I used mini pepperoni for the roof. I decorated the front just like this. And then let your imagine go wild. I used salami and some cheese, prosciutto on the sides. I made windows with some cheese. I used beef stick to make the chimney. Then, I cut up some smoked salmon to make a sidewalk. You think this is crazy, but people go wild for it. It's really delicious. I used beef sticks to line the door and the windows, mini mozzarella balls to line the sidewalk, a slice of bacon made into a wreath. I used fresh rosemary and I stuck a mozzarella ball in the bottom to make some trees. Sprinkle with some fresh parmesan to resemble snow, and you have a delicious meat house in no time.
I
am disgusted.
I don't even know where to begin with this abomination. Should I start with the fact that these are most likely shipping boxes and have touched every dirty surface imaginable before getting to your house? Should I start with the fact that warm, melted cream cheese was spread onto this dirty cardboard box and will continue to get warmer and will melt even more the longer that it sits out? Or should I start with the chunk of bacon modeled into a wreath with cream cheese? I have never felt so much disgust over a gingerbread house. And the bacteria that would be spreading all over this deli meat, oh my god, it genuinely makes me feel ill. But people playing with the food that was completely fine beforehand continues to get even more ridiculous because apparently the newest trend of Christmas 2024 is putting glitter in your gravy for Christmas lunch. Oh, but it's edible glitter. Just because something is edible doesn't mean you should eat it. You can eat a slug, but does that mean you should eat a slug? No. If you want to spice up a meal that you're bored of, maybe try swapping those frozen ass peas, those cold ass potatoes, and that elementary school canteen ass meat for something that is actually appetizing, instead of dousing your meal in a river of glitter gravy, because that's not gonna solve the problem. And don't even get me started on how Gen Alpha thinks that they started the trend of putting Santa hats on top of their tree. As this TikTok says, while everyone else is doing bows for a tree topper, Gen Alpha is topping their trees with, you guessed it, Santa hats. Wow, aren't you guys so quirky? It's not like Christmas has existed for thousands of years before you guys were born. Surely no other generation that came before you had the brilliant, life-changing idea of putting a hat on a tree. No, not possible. Our tree topper is literally 3 elves' hats, brother. Y'all didn't invent anything. Okay, so sit down.
And I am so damn tired of all of these billion-dollar companies jumping on the ornament bandwagon this year because Chick-fil-A has also decided to make their own Christmas bauble. Like I would want Chick-fil-A adorning my Christmas tree. Are you joking? They're also selling another ornament of a cow for $20 US, bro, which is 31 Australian dollars, which means I couldn't even buy 4 of these decorations for $100, which would buy me 10 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A, and that would feed 10 people.
So priorities, you know? And Target has done something even worse for Christmas though, as they've decided to sell their mini baskets that you can shove inside the branches of your tree, or better yet, just use as a goddamn tree itself. Oh, and you can use it as a purse to hold your existing purse, because it's just too hard to carry one, am I right? And I'm not destroying my beautiful plant with the logo of Target. Thank you very much. Are you joking, dude? This is very much starting to feel like that Target has its own cult. Because who the hell worships Target that much that they'd rather hang an ugly Target basket from the wall instead of putting up an actual Christmas tree and decorating it with their family? This level of brand worship is getting disturbing. And I have such a personal disdain for Target because all they produce is actual garbage that people can't even get themselves to want to keep for an entire year, because not even a full year later are last year's Christmas decor in the thrift stores. And how much do you guys want to bet that that ugly Santa decor will never ever see the light of day ever again, because nobody that isn't infected with Target's brain worms will ever want to take it home. So it'll just sit there collecting dust. All of the stupid stuff that they sell just pisses me off, because why the hell would I run to Target as if this pathetic excuse of a gift box is just flying off the damn shelves like TVs in a Black Friday sale in 2009. This is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen, because it defeats the entire bloody purpose of gift giving during the Christmas season. Hey, look at everything that I got for you in full, complete 360-degree view. I have removed the element of surprise from this interaction because I believe that Target's aesthetics are worth more than a moment of joyful surprise from you. This is the biggest waste of money that I've ever seen in my entire life. If you were comfortable in letting them see all of the gifts that you're giving them, then why even buy this box to begin with? It was genuinely pointless to spend that money. You could have just given it to them. Also, I'm just gonna say this right now, but if I was the president of the United States, during my first day in office, I would introduce a new law that I am 100% confident that everybody would agree upon, that if you are buying spray paint, okay, it is mandatory to show the person at the counter your Instagram feed so they know exactly what you're doing with the paint. And if you sad beigify Christmas decor, you will be told you cannot go through with the transaction and you will be escorted out of the building. Because if it's getting so bad to the point where your little daughter switches the lights to multicolored herself because she can't stand the beige anymore, and you change it back just because your aesthetic is compromised, then something's got to change immediately. Also, decorating your tree with your kids with just your handbags. You didn't give them any baubles or any tinsel or any lights or anything festive to put on the tree. The only thing you give them for any sort of Christmas magic is your $1,000 handbags. It's crazy how this tree would cost over $100,000, and yet it's the most tacky and ugly tree that you could possibly have. Remember, people, and say it with me now, money doesn't buy class. Because you don't see actual rich people doing this. Not a chance in hell. And not giving your kids a proper Christmas tree that all of the other kids in their class would have because of your shopping addiction, it's just cruel. POV, it's Christmas Day and you need a dessert that'll feed 15 people. So instead of making a dessert that serves smaller portions so I don't have to make as much food, just throw your ingredients in the bottom of your dirty fridge that has a myriad of bacteria to serve to your guests so that you can make them wildly ill for the rest of the day because, I'm just lazy. If I went to somebody's house for a Christmas party and they told me that, oh, dessert is in the fridge, just help yourself, I'd assume they mean it's in a dish that's been saran wrapped. But if I go and help myself to a slop of jam and cream that's been sitting for God knows how long in their actual fresh food compartment of their fridge, I'm leaving and I am never, ever coming to your house for any sort of event you host in the future whatsoever. Because that's gross, buddy! And there has never been an Amazon Christmas find that has been more pointless to me than this stupid thing. Why the hell is this viral? You're telling me that rather than sticking the tag on the box and taking literally 3 seconds to use a pen to write somebody's name down yourself with your own hand, you'd rather spend it on a robot to get an app on your phone to print it for you. Do you want to know how much that thing is? $52! A pen is under $1 and doesn't take nearly as much time to ship to your house and then print for you. So why the hell would you buy this when you can just use your own perfectly working hands that God gave you?
Also, if you're like me and my family, who every single Christmas gets the Quality Street box of chocolates, you'd notice that they've completely changed everything about the product. The container is no longer plastic. You know what it is now? The flimsiest cardboard. The wrappers, it's no longer foil. It's the ugliest, blandest paper that you've ever seen in your life. And this is true. When I opened them this year, I was in shock. They're so dull, they're not shiny. The saturation isn't there. It just looks like trash. And this is compared to last year's Quality Street. Look at that.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm about to get corny, okay? If I don't upload for the rest of the year because I'm taking time off to spend with my family for the holidays, I just want to say that you guys have genuinely given me the best year of my entire life this year. I never, ever in a million years thought that I could have a YouTube channel this big ever before, and I will be back. Do not worry, okay? I'll only be gone for probably 2 weeks, but I'm gonna miss you guys. You know, I love posting things for you guys, and I love ranting to you guys. So, with that being said, I love you all dearly, and I will see you all in the new year. See ya!